We have already learned about definition of line, line segment, ray, collinear points, angle, etc. In today's video, we will learn different types of angle. So the first one is acute angle. So angle whose measure is less than 90 degree is called as acute angle. Suppose if the measure is x, the value of x lies between 0 and 90 degree. Angle whose measure is less than 90 degree is called as acute angle. And angle whose measure is equal to 90 degree is called as right angle. An angle whose measure is more than 90 degree, that means for obtuse angle, value of the angle lies between 90 and 180 degree. So the angle whose measure lies between 90, it will be more than 90 but less than 180. Such type of angles are called as obtuse angle. Again, angle whose measure is equal to 180 degree is called as straight angle. And reflex angle means angle whose measure will be more than 180 but it will be less than 360. The value of the angle will lies between 180 and 360 degree is called as reflex angle. So reflex angle, the measure will be like this. So acute angle means angle whose measure is less than 90 degrees is called as acute angle. Right angle means angle whose measure is 90 degrees is called as right angle. Obtuse angle means angle whose measure is greater than 90 degree but less than 180 degrees is called obtuse angle. And straight angle means angle whose measure is equal to 180 degrees called as straight angle. And reflex angle means angle which is greater than 180 but less than 360 degree is called as reflex angle. Now next is, we have two type of angles, complementary angle and supplementary angles. Two angles are said to be complementary if their sum is 90 degree. For example, if I have an angle with 30 degree and we will name it as ABC. If I have an angle with measurement 30 degree and another angle with 60 degree, then 30 plus 60 will add up to 90 degree. So we can say that these two angles, we can name this as CDE. So ABC and CDE are complementary angles. Same way, two angles are said to be supplementary if their sum is 180 degree. So if their sum is 180 degree, then we can say that those two angles are supplementary. For example, angle whose measure is 60 degree and angle whose measure is 120 degree, we can say that 60 plus 120 is 180 degree. So these two angles are supplementary angles. Now next type of angle is adjacent angle. Two angles are adjacent if they have a common vertex, a common arm, and their non-common arms are on different sides of the common arm. We can see here two angles. One is angle ABD. Second one is angle DBC. We can see two angles ABD as well as BDC. Now, which is the common arm for these two angles? You can say that this ray BD is the common arm for these two angles. So they have a common arm and also they have a common vertex. Common vertex is B. So common vertex is B and common ray is BD. Now, so these two angles have a common arm as well as a common vertex. Now, their non-common arms. Which are the non-common arms? Ray AB and ray BC are non-common arms. Where they are lying? They are lying on the different sides of this common arm. one ray is lying on this side and one ray is lying on this side of this common arm. So such type of angles are called as adjacent angles. They should have a common vertex. They should have a common vertex. They should have a common arm, and the non-common arms will lie on different sides of the common arm. Next is linear pair of angles. Linear pair is a pair of adjacent angle where non-common arms form a straight line. You can see that two adjacent angles we can see. One is angle ABD, another is angle DBC. They are adjacent because they have a common vertex. Vertex is B, and they have a common ray BD. So these and the non-common arms, they are lying on the different side of the ray BD. So definitely they are adjacent angles. And one condition, they should be adjacent angle as well as this non-common arms, they will form a straight line. You can see that non-common arms form a straight line. Or you can say that when sum of two adjacent angle is 180 degree, if you add this sum of two adjacent angles, suppose this is 60 and this is 120 degree, sum of these two adjacent angles form 180 degree, then they will form a linear pair of angles. So either it is an adjacent angle where non-common arms form a straight line, or we can say that the sum of adjacent angle, if sum of adjacent angles is 180 degree, then they will form a linear pair. Now next is vertically opposite angle. When two straight lines intersect each other, four angles are formed. The pair of the angles which lie on the opposite side of the point of intersection are called as vertically opposite angles. We can see two lines, one is AD, another is BC, and the point of intersection is O. You can see that point of intersection is O, and four angles are totally formed, 1, 2, 3, 4, that is angle AOB, angle BOD, angle COD, and angle AOC. Total four angles are formed, and we can say that angle AOB and angle COD, they are opposite to each other and they are called as vertically opposite angle. Again you can see one more pair, that is angle BOD and angle AOC. So these are vertically opposite angles. So next is intersecting lines and non-intersecting lines. We can see that two lines PQ and RS, they are non-intersecting lines, whereas AB and CD are intersecting lines. They intersect at the point O. And about PQ and RS, we can say they are parallel line. The distance between these two lines, if you take at any point, it will be same. So such lines are called as parallel lines. Now we need to learn three important results to solve the problems from this chapter. The first one is, if a ray stands on a straight line, sum of two adjacent angles formed is 180 degree. You can see that a ray is OC. It is standing on a straight line AB. AB is the straight line. OC is the ray. So if a ray stands on a straight line, then we can say that sum of the adjacent angle formed is 180 degree. So here we can see two adjacent angles. Why they are called adjacent angles? Because they have a common arm, they have a common vertex, and the non-common arms are lying on the opposite side of common arm. OA and OB are non-common arms, they are lying on the opposite side. OC is the common arm or the common ray, so they are adjacent angles. And if a ray stands on a straight line, sum of two adjacent angles, if you add, for example, this is 60 and if this is 120 degree, 60 plus 120, then it is 180 degree. So this result is very important. If a ray stands on a straight line, sum of two adjacent angles formed is 180 degree. Same way, if the sum of the two adjacent angles is 180 degree, then we can say that the non-common arms of the angle form a line. For example, if this is 60, 120 and these are adjacent angles and sum of the adjacent angles form 180 degree, we can see that OA and OB are non-common arms. They form a straight line. And the third important result is, if two lines intersect each other, we have already seen that suppose AB, CD are two lines intersecting at the point O. We have already seen that four angles will be formed, and the one which is opposite, these are vertically opposite angles. We can say that these vertically opposite angles are equal. For example, this measurement of AOC is 50 degree and BOD will be also 50 degree. And this measurement you can say, since it forms linear pair, this you can write as 130 degree and AOD will be also 130 degree. So we have learned that two lines intersect each other, vertically opposite angles will be equal in measure. So in today's video, we have learned about vertically opposite angles, adjacent angles, different types of angles, and also we have studied one important result, that if a ray stands on a straight line, sum of two adjacent angles formed is 180 degree, and if two lines intersect each other, then vertically opposite angles are equal. So thank you for watching my video.